Hello there. So this video is quickly going to show you how to scrape tens of thousands of B2B leads on Apollo in literally minutes. All right. So to introduce myself, my name is Prince Chuka, and I'm the founder of Lead Right Media. We are a lead generation agency for B2B brands. Quickly, if you sell a B2B product or service today, cold email is the cheapest channel you can do outreach with compared to other channels that are there, right? The ROI between cold email and other channels is simply night and day. For instance, if you send 40 emails for 30 days, right, that means 1,200 people see your offer, and Google Workspace just literally costs around $7 a month. So that means you just spent $7 to show your offer to 1,200 people, right? So that's literally the cheapest cost per impression you can get compared when you compare that number on Facebook and on Google Ads, right? But to get the most out of your outreach, you need to be sending thousands of emails every single month, right? Cold outreach really survives when you do huge volume, right? So to send thousands of emails, you need thousands of leads that feature ICP. ICP stands for Ideal Client Profile, right? And Apollo is the most popular database for scraping B2B data. But if you've used Apollo on your own, you know that you can't scrape 30K leads in 10 minutes on the platform because it's painfully slow and there's a lot of conditions in place to slow you down intentionally, right? But I'm going to show you how you can get past all that. But before we jump into Apollo, for people who are going to be new to using Apollo, the first thing that you need to do before you get on Apollo to scrape leads is to figure out who you're trying to get in touch with, what kind of client, what kind of B2B data you're looking for, right? So some basic information you should have about the ICP you're going after is one, what's their location, right? What countries are they in? What city states are they in? What's the job title of the people you're trying to reach, get in touch with, the businesses they work? What industry is the business in? What's the size of the company you're trying to get in touch with? What software, what technology do they use, right? What keywords are associated with their industry, right? So we're going to create a hypothetical example. So really show you exactly how you can do this. So let's say, for instance, you are an email marketing freelancer agency watching this video, and you're looking to sell your email marketing service to D2C D2C e-com brands in US and Canada. So that means you're looking for you're looking to get in contact with CEOs, founders, owners of e-com brands in the United States and Canada. And let's say you're specifically targeting the stores in the beauty niche, right? And you've also figured that you want to work with people who have companies that have a headcount of say 2 to 50 employees, right? You also know for a fact that most of these e-commerce stores, they build their website, they build their store on platforms like Shopify and WooCommerce, right? You can also know that they have Klaviyo installed. That's a little bit of extra data that you would know if you're an email marketing agency, right? And some keywords that you could associate with these brands are things like beauty and cosmetics. So now that you have this information, you could take this information and jump into Apollo. So once you're in Apollo, you go, sign up, create an account. So once you're in Apollo, the first tab you want to go to, the most important one, is the search tab, right? You come to search, come under people, right? If it's your first time using Apollo, it can get really confusing, but I'm going to make that easy for you now. So to build out your ICP on Apollo, the first thing you want to do is come to the I already put in all the filters, but I'll show you exactly what I did. You come to the job titles, put out the most relevant job titles to for the leads you're trying to scrape, right? So for the example I gave, it's going to be the CEO, the CMO, the owner, the director of marketing, the chief marketing officer, the founder, right? You can add other job titles like president, co-owner, right? It obviously expands the pool for you. So next, you want to have location, right? So here you can fill in the countries you're targeting, and here you can also fill out the number, the head count for the companies you're interested in, reaching out to. So here I've ticked the box for 1 to 10, 11 to 20, and 21 to 50, right? So other filters here. So the industry and keywords, right? So cosmetics, apparel, and fashion. So all the industries in the beauty niche would obviously be covered under this, these two industries, right? I couldn't find beauty here, so it's going to be a combination of these two. So that makes sense, and it keeps the targeting on point. So next, really interesting is this filter right here, technology. So with this, in this tab, you can easily put in the a technology that is really relevant to the ICP you're targeting. In this case, it will be Klaviyo, right? You could also use just type in Shopify here, and you would only scrape leads of the brands that have that use Shopify, right? So if I click that Shopify, the number of leads here should reduce. Okay, so once we have done all this, right? Very important. Another filter that is very important here is the email status, right? Give this a second to load. Okay, email status, right? Here you want to make sure that you are only putting together a list of people who are very relevant, who have details on Apollo that are valid to a large extent, even though we have to re-verify the information our Apollo gives us. But it's just safe to reduce the margin for error by ticking this box: safe to send, verified, and send with caution, right? So I just like to tick these three boxes. So once you build out the list on Apollo, this is the lead list. Now the difficult task now comes in scraping this list. Scraping out 5,300 leads off Apollo is a nightmare task, right? And for that, we're going to use a different tool, an extension called Export Apollo, right? So just go to exportapollo.com and buy some scraping credits, and all you need to do is copy the URL to the Apollo lead list that you have created. Once you copy that out, you take it to Export Apollo. You come on your dashboard and just give it a name. Say decision makers, beauty niche, Klaviyo users, and 2 to 50 employees. I'll say US, Canada, right? So each time you see this list, you know exactly what you're trying to build here. So once you fill it out, things around 5,300 contacts, and instruct Export Apollo to only scrape the available emails, clean the company names, get extra data. So once you click this button that says scrape, I kid you not, in less than 10, 20, 30 minutes, in your email, you should get an email supplying you all the leads that you have just scraped. Super easy, saves you a lot of time. Saves you a lot of time, and you can build out really big campaigns really quickly and start to see results on time. Okay, so if you have any sort of issues with building out cold email outreach campaigns, and you need some help with building a cold email outreach system that typically sends anywhere around 50 to 100,000 cold emails per month, somewhere around this video you should see a link to book a direct call with me, and we can really help you set this up.